Hello friends, welcome to Kavita's classroom. So today we are beginning with microeconomics, the basic concepts, and before we proceed any further, do like, share and subscribe. So here we begin. And the chapter opens up with the basic term, that's economy. What is economy? Economy is this system, this setup. Today's lecture is a part of economy. Your parents going to offices, schools, business institutions, that is a part of economy. Economy means where there is a person who needs and where there is a person who can provide and fulfill that need. Where a rickshaw puller is there and where a rickshaw seeker is there. Where an Uber driver is driving and knows that there would be some person who needs his services of transportation. So wherever there is some work opportunity and that work opportunity can be reaped for earning the living. So that whole system is nothing but economy. So in layman's term, in technical terms, it means the economy is a system that provides people the means to work and earn the living. It can be any work. If a person is working and he is able to earn his bread and butter through that work, so it means he is a part of economy. Moving ahead, the wonderful term scarcity. What is scarcity? Scarcity means there is some sort of shortage. Demand is at this level, supply is at this level, means this gap is called scarcity. When there is some limitation with respect to its availability. So it is the limitation of the supply in relation to the demand for the commodity that's called scarcity. And what is economic problem? People say scarcity is the economic problem. No, here you get mistaken. Scarcity is the root cause of economic problem. This is the root cause. What is economic problem? You'll soon get to know. The economic problem is the problem of choice involving the satisfaction of unlimited wants out of limited resources having alternative uses. So point is you have to have the term choice. Choice is the economic problem. Try and understand. I go to market. I wanted to buy a sari for me, right? But it's not that I loved just one sari. At showroom, I liked maybe 10 saris, but I had to cut on one or two at last. On some or the other grounds, I tried to pacify myself. Oh, this color is repeated. Oh, the texture is not smooth. This is outdated. This is not in trend. So that's how out of 10 which I liked, I had to choose at least the one or two, whichever my pocket allowed. So we have to make choices in our routine lives, and this making of choice is based on some rationality. That's economic decision making, and that's the economic problem. Economic problem means on which basis, on which grounds we choose when we have shortage of resources. And they say that why do we choose? Because we have unlimited wants, but our resources are limited and these have alternative uses. So if I have some limited amount of resource with me, I have to satisfy me to my maximum rationality and satisfaction. Right? So this decision making is nothing but the economic problem. And economic problem is caused because of scarcity. So if you are clear here, then we can proceed ahead that scarcity is not the economic problem. Scarcity is the root cause of the economic problem. And what is the economic problem? Economic problem is the problem of making choices. They say why these arise. I have already explained all these three, that human wants are unlimited and have alternative uses, but we have the limited resources. Who gave the statement? This statement was given by Lionel Robbins, and he said that human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce means is the economics, right, which have the alternative uses. So this definition is called scarcity definition of economics. Who gave? It was Lionel Robbins, right? He gave this definition after Adam Smith gave his wealth definition, Marshall gave his welfare definition, and he ruled out that it's not always the wealth, it's not always the welfare. We do go for some activities which are not really giving us the monetary welfare or the physical welfare. Means at times we do spend for no reasons. Right. So he gave that we have unlimited wants but limited resources. Now, how do we go for which to choose and which to not is actually economics. Right. And it was a famous statement given by him, and that's called now the scarcity definition of economics. He said the job of economist is to study how human deploys the scarce means available to him. And because of this only, we say, as I said before, scarcity and choice go hand in hand. Had there been no scarcity, we would never have chosen anything. If we go out shopping, we would be bringing the whole market at home. But we choose because we do not have that abundance of resources. Right? We go out for food, we just try, okay, I'll have this flavor, one scoop of this flavor. But we do not limit ourselves when we go for buffets and parties. Why? Because there the resources are abundant. That's why we don't choose and we overeat. But when we are paying and we are out for some parties, we try to limit ourselves because we choose as resources are scarce. So see you for the next topic in the next video. Bye-bye. See ya.